Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Glad we're here together. Cannot wait to share today's book. Thank you for being here. Just thinking about it is making me smile. I hope that you had a good weekend. I had a good one. Thank you for being here with us on Story Time, and wherever you're joining us from today, I hope that you're having a wonderful start to your day, or indeed, I hope that your day has been going well. Thank you so much for joining us here on Story Time. Today, we bring back a book that has not been back to Story Time since March 24th, 2022. Yeah, so we're looking at over 2 years there. So Shinsuke Yoshitake comes back to Storytime. Well, we've just been thinking, we've been having so much fun here on Storytime, and it was about time we made things a little bit boring, right? The boring book is here today on Storytime. So get ready for that one. Coming to us from Chronicle Books of San Francisco, written and illustrated by Shinsuke Yoshitake. Beautiful book to bring back here to Storytime. Cannot wait to be bored with you today. Thank you indeed for joining us here on Storytime. Absolutely love it. And yeah, how are you doing? How was your weekend? And yeah, I hope your sports teams won. I hope that you had fun. I hope that you got to go outside if the weather was permitting indeed. And yeah, I just hope that this week is a good one for you. And if you're coming back from spring break, I know some people were on spring break. If you're coming back from spring break, I hope that you're ready for school today. You're ready to be back at work. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. The boring book coming right up from Shinsuke Yoshitake, and cannot wait to share this one. And of course, we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And a big thank you to them indeed for all the amazing books that you keep sending us here to Storytime. And we will try. There's so many to share here on Storytime, so many wonderful books, and we'll try and bring them more to you. Thank you indeed for being here. Whatever books we've read here, please do ask for them at your local library, or find them where you find books. And if you have an extra copy, why not put it out there so somebody else could benefit and enjoy it? Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime and talking about boring things. Well, today is tax day, so if you've not submitted your taxes yet, please remember to do that. And of course, kids, remind their adults, remind them today is tax day. And yeah, whether you're filing an extension or indeed you filing those taxes, just find out what you need to do to avoid those penalties, right? Yeah, thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime today. We are going to be boring today. Thank you for being here. Are you ready to be bored? To be bored with us? To be boring with us? Good morning to you, Kathy. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining us out in sunny Ohio today. Thank you for being here. What a beautiful day it is out there. Well, thank you for sharing that. Enjoy it. But of course, I'm glad that you're here enjoying Storytime before we go on out there into our day. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. To everybody that is joining in, remember too that if you miss us live, you can always catch us at storytimewithmrlimata.com. welcome. Thank you indeed for being here with us today. Are you ready? The boring book, Shinsuke Yoshitake, coming right up. Please get ready, get comfortable, get cozy, and I'll catch you on the other side of this very short break when we're back with more story time.
Hey, this is Timothy Goodspeed of the Soapbox Salute. I'm the one who wrote Storytime's theme song. If you'd like to hear more of my protest folk music, you can check out the links below on Instagram or at my website. You are watching Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Well, welcome back indeed. Thank you, Timothy Goodspeed, the Soapbox Salute. Please catch his music, amazing music, and excited for what's to come from the Soapbox Salute as he's gone full time into music this time and cannot wait to see everything else that comes that way. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And of course, we'll forever be thankful to Tim, always serenading us in the morning here with the Storytime theme song. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being here. Are you ready to be bored with us today? The boring book coming to us from Shinsuke Yoshitake, and we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here we go. The Boring Book, written and illustrated by Shinsuke Yoshitake and read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. As always, a big thank you to Chronicle Books indeed for allowing us to share amazing books here on Storytime. I am bored. So bored. My toys are boring. There's nothing to watch on TV. What am I gonna do? Mom, I'm bored. What do you want me to do about it? Great question. Mom, I am bored. What do you want me to do about it? Great question. So boring. Wait, what makes things boring? Why am I bored? What does boring mean anyway? What if I was stuffed into a big donut? That sounds like fun, but after being in there for a while, I'd probably be bored. How much longer will I be in here? Maybe if I was stuffed into a big donut. That sounds like fun. But after a while in there, after being in there for a while, I'll probably be bored. How much longer will I be in here? Get me out. Maybe it's boring to stay in the same place. So what if I constantly changed how I sit? Wrestle, 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 wrestle. Hey, this is kind of fun. Wrestle, 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 wrestle. But only kind of. Oh. It's kind of fun. Yeah, but only kind of. Shuffle, rustle, rustle a bit more. Maybe it's fun to be unique. The more different, the more fun. A park like this looks fun, but a park like this, maybe it's fun when things are crowded. Was it? What do you think? Is it more fun when things are crowded? Maybe it's boring when things have nothing to do with you. The grass is delicious. Do you want some? Maybe it's boring when things don't go as planned. Ah, I see. A hippo. Good effort. I wonder if a pill bug ever thinks I am bored. How about a vending machine? Or a rock on the street? Or my teddy bear? What about a straw wrapper? Or an air conditioner? Or the shoes I never wear because they hurt my feet? Or the carrots I didn't eat because they were undercooked? Or a pencil that needs to be sharpened? Or a random component that fell off something? Great wonderings. I wonder if a pill bag ever thinks I'm bored. How about a vending machine? How about shoes I never wear because they hurt my toes, my feet? Talking from experience. Or the carrots I didn't eat because they were undercooked. Or a pencil that needs to be sharpened. I wonder if they ever think I am bored. I wonder what the world's most boring amusement park is like. The Ferris wheel is low. The roller coaster is slow. Most of the rides are closed for repairs. Is that sound boring? The games are too easy. The haunted house isn't scary. The drinks are lukewarm. Oh my goodness, I don't want those. The characters are tired. Yeah, have you ever wondered what the world's most boring amusement park is like? What would you add to that list? What would make an amusement park boring for you? No way. That would be awful. I would never go to an amusement park like that. But wait, how strange. It's actually fun to think about boring things. I mean, they're boring, but they're also fun. Weird. Can everything in the world be divided into fun and boring? This is fun. This is boring. Huh? Can it? Is it that straightforward? Can everything in the world be divided into fun and boring? What do you think? Sometimes I'm not bored or having fun. I'm actually not thinking about anything at all. Like when I am changing my clothes, or when I'm in the bathroom, or when I'm waiting for the lights to change, or when I'm brushing my teeth. Hmm. Sometimes I'm not bored or having fun. I'm actually not thinking about anything at all. Like when I'm changing my clothes, or when I'm in the bathroom, or when I'm waiting for the light to change, or when I'm brushing my teeth. I wouldn't say that doing those things is fun, but it isn't boring either. I wonder if there's a word for that experience. Like when I'm peeling a hard boiled egg, or when I wake up earlier than usual, or when I'm riding the bus. Is there a word for that? What do you think? Good morning to you, Megan. How are you doing today? Sunny Kentucky as well. We're on the tag-along bike to take Ari to school today. It's gorgeous out there. Well, thank you for sharing. Absolutely love that. And I'm glad too that you got to go out on a bike ride. Yeah. I wouldn't say that doing those things is fun, but it isn't boring either. I wonder if there's a word for that experience. Like when I'm peeling a hard-boiled egg, or when I wake up earlier than usual, or when I am riding the bus. Huh. Have you ever thought of that? Who came up with the word boring anyway? Bearing, bearing, boring, bearing, boring. Was that person bored? Is it fun when 300 bored people get together? Or is it 300 times more boring? Something to think about. What do you think? What are your thoughts? Is it fun when 300 bored people get together? Or is it 300 times more boring? Oh, what do you think? Oh, yeah. Is it boring when 300 people? Is it fun when 300 bored people get together? Or is it 300 times more boring? I wonder what the most boring age in a person's life is. Grandpa, what was the most boring thing that ever happened to you? Grandpa, thinking about it. Oh, great one there, Megan. You say, I think it's fun to get together. Hard to be bored when people are so interesting. I like that. Grandpa, what was the most boring thing that ever happened to you? Grandpa was having a lot of fun talking about his past boring experiences. Maybe boring things turn into fun things after a while. What do you think? I know that scary things can turn into fun things later when you tell the stories, but don't know about boring things. Maybe boring things turn into fun things after a while. I wonder if some people look like they're having fun, but they're actually bored. Or if some people look bored, but they're actually having fun. Which one would you rather be? A person that looks like they're having fun, but you're actually bored, or a person that is. Wait, what was it? A person that is look like a person that is having fun, but you're actually bored, or look like a person that is bored, but actually having fun. Which would you rather be? I think I'll take the latter for sure. What do you think? Let us know. What do adults do when they are bored? Is there a secret to fun that they keep from kids? Adults out there, is there a secret to fun that you're keeping from the kids? What do adults do when they're bored? Hey, Dad, is being an adult fun? What do you think? Yeah, it is. Really? Well, sure, it can be boring sometimes. Is being an adult fun? I think that is a good answer. Well, sure, it can be boring sometimes. But I think it's learning to deal with that boredom, right? But no matter how bored you are, it is up to you to make things fun. There is nothing happening here. So I drew a maze. And because you get bored sometimes, the fun experiences are even more exciting, right? I guess so. But I've heard that one before, so it's boring. Tell me something else, Dad. Well, that is the end of our story. Thank you so much for joining in today. The boring book, Shinsuke Yoshitake, and of course, read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had fun being bored with us here today on Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely appreciate you. I'll catch you on the other side of this very short break.
You're watching Story Time with Maple and Cypress. Just kidding. You're watching Story Time with Mr. Limata.
Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Absolutely appreciate you. I think I was just having too much fun thinking about all the boring stuff and thinking about being bored. I had fun. I hope that you did too. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Over 2 years since we brought this one back here since we brought this one to Storytime. And glad that we brought it back today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please find it where you find books. Find more books by Shinsuke Yoshitake. There are many, many wonderful books that he's done. Absolutely appreciate you all. Thank you for being a part of the Storytime community. Thank you for making this place accepting, positive, and always willing to share your amazing stories. Thank you indeed for being here with us. Absolutely appreciate all the time that we get to spend together here on Storytime. Please keep sending in your recommendations and of course keep saying hi to us so we know you're here and so we know we can say hello too and get to share in whether it's the sunny weather that you're having or whatever else fun happening in your life. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Megan, you say cute book, hop every day. Everyone's day is the right amount of boring. Love that. Love that. Thank you so much for joining in. Couldn't agree more with you, Kathy. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And yes, Ari, good morning to you as well. Hopefully that bike ride set up the day, set you up for the perfect day. Thank you so much for joining in. Yes, like Megan says, with the right amount of boring. Yes, set it up for the right amount of boring. Thank you for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And cannot wait to share many more books here with you on Storytime. But we're back again tomorrow with another exciting book. And this time we bring back The Dreamer. This one coming to us from Il Sung Na. And of course, you guessed it, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Yes, coming to you tomorrow, The Dreamer. Come and join us and have fun. Thank you indeed for being here with us today. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. To everybody that is joining us live right now, thank you for being here. Megan, Kathy, everybody else that has not said hello yet, we know you're here. We feel your love. And sending you big hugs and, of course, kisses as well. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And to everybody else that is joining us later on for the recordings, we appreciate you just as much. Please leave us a message. And, of course, thank you for tuning in to Storytime at a time that works for you. And, of course, we hope to see you at a live one of these days. But, of course, if we cannot catch you, thank you for being here. Enjoy Storytime. Enjoy the stories that we keep bringing. And, of course, there's many more to come from us. Thank you so much for being here with us. Much love from me. I will see you again tomorrow. But before I go, reminder, today is tax day. If you're in the US, right? Tax day. Make sure to you submit those, of course, and whatever else that you need to file. And of course, look out in your part of the country, whether there's been an extension or not. Look out for all those things. And I hope that you have fun with that boring assignment. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. You are special, no matter how you may be feeling at times. We may feel like we're not worthy. Maybe I'm not quite this, not quite that. Well, we love you just the way you are here on Storytime. You make this world more beautiful. Yes, your presence, you matter. Your voice matters. Thank you for being here with us today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Biggest of hugs. And I'll see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Limata, where where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time. Ooh, story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be